Hello, and thank you for joining me here at the Adventuredome in Las Vegas, Nevada. So the last time I was here at Adventuredome was sometime in the late 90s. I did get on the Arrow, so I do have 1 credit to get today. And it was $60 for 1 wristband, which means I'm pretty much paying $60 for 1 credit on the SNS El Loco. Gotta get that credit, so let's get some rides. Loco, this way. So it was $60 to get into the Adventuredome here today. You can just walk in for free, but there are no pay per ride options. You can only buy the wristband for $60. So because I've already been on the Arrow back in the 90s, I'm effectively paying $60 for this new credit, but that's okay. We're gonna get on it, and oh, this is a crazy little station set up here. Let me show you this. So you're just kind of walking on the midway, and then just come upon the station, open station here for El Loco. Let's have a spin on the SNS. This is my first time ever riding one of these, so I'm very excited. Just came away with 3 spins on El Loco here at Adventuredome in Las Vegas. That's gonna be credit $237 for me. And I'll have to say, overall, I did like it. Kind of like a new school Mad Mouse in a way. There's some Mad Mouse elements that just took it way extreme. Some of the parts that I really liked, that first drop, awesome. Almost straight down. I don't know what degree that is, but it feels like it's straight down. And I got standing ejector, especially in the back seat on that first drop. The finale on that ride with that hang time going in, it's like a brake run that's just inverted. It was like mind-blowing, awesome hang time. So I would say the only negative part of the ride is about right there. You get a pretty bad jolt, and then you get a bad jolt right somewhere in there as well. So that first inversion going into and out of it, there are pretty bad jolts. So all in all, I liked it. It was definitely cool to experience the new coaster model. You don't get to do that every day. You know, bottom line, I rode it 3 times, so I wouldn't have gotten back in line more than once. Definitely not 3 times if I didn't like it. Just came away with a Zen ride on Canyon Blaster. Actually, all 4 of my rides so far this morning here at Circus Circus have been Zen rides, probably because it's early morning on Black Friday. Really want to ride that again, but I don't know. I might be tempting it a little bit there. That one is definitely a little bit of a brainstem shaker. Let's go over the positives. First of all, it looks fantastic. I mean, just an Arrow coaster that's pink and tan under these pink lights in this dome. It looks so cool. The rock work that it goes through is awesome as well. And it does have a pretty interesting layout. It just doesn't execute the layout very well. So the loops honestly aren't too bad. Once you start coming out of this loop and then taking this turnaround at high speed, that's when you're like, okay, this is gonna hurt a little bit. And the restraints are very bulky. I don't think that's an Arrow train, so the restraints are bulky. You don't have a lot of leg room either. There's a really cool ending helix too, but there's somewhere in that helix that just has a really bad jank and it just cracks you so hard. But yeah, Canyon Blaster is not my favorite Arrow. It does look great, but we'll see if I ride it again. Let's go on El Loco one more time. Ah, screw it. You know what? I paid $60 to be here. We're going back row on Canyon Blaster. Let's do it for you guys. Canyon Blaster back row. Wow, okay, so yeah, after that, somewhere in that second loop, and then just slamming into that turnaround and through the corkscrews, pretty much more than half the layout. You're shaking so bad, like you can't even see straight. Like I'm trying to I'm like, am I graying out or am I just like can't see because this thing is shaking so violently? Wow. Oh man, I'm gonna need a little break after that one. I definitely feel it a little bit in my brain stem. So that's another thing I noticed too, when you're pulling out of the station for Canyon Blaster, to the left, there's a pretty big area of the Adventuredome that is just like the boneyard, and this looks really bad. So yeah, I don't know about that. Some places around here inside the Adventuredome, don't look great. And just kind of going off that deserted boneyard feel, I noticed too that the log ride, which take up quite a bit of sightlines in the park, it's kind of built into the canyon work with Canyon Blaster. There's no water in that either, so I don't know how long that's been down. All right, so $60 later, I ended up with 6 total rides, 4 on El Loco and 2 on Canyon Blaster. And all 6 of those rides were Zen rides, which was pretty cool. I really enjoyed El Loco. I thought that the first drop was really great standing ejector airtime. Some of the other parts of the ride were a little rough, but overall it was a great ride. As a whole, Adventuredome is Adventuredome. What can I say? So you know what? Is it worth it for the 60 bucks? That's not really something I can answer. That's something only you can answer. And since we're in Vegas, let's take a bet. Do you think that Circus Circus is going to get a new coaster first? Or is Circus Circus going to be demolished first? Let me know in the comments below. What's your money on? Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Have a great one, and we will catch you on the next one.